SmackDown feels like it could have used some mug root beer tonight because the segments, they just didn't feel like they had that dog in it. You know what I mean? It's like Kevin Owens, CM Punk, that should have been a home run, no questions asked. And it just, I don't know. To me, something was missing. It was a fine segment, don't get me wrong. They ended with an S word, so you know when they swear, they're serious. But it's like, I don't know, it just felt a little flat, and we're going to dissect that. But it wasn't just that, you know? What about the final closing moments of SmackDown tonight? Again, just like, I was like, oh, okay. That's what we did. And I see it. It's making sense, and I'm still just not feeling anything. I'm not hating it, but I'm also not like, oh my God, Tatum Paxley out of nowhere. It's just like, oh, okay. Why is Tatum Paxley best friends with Charlotte now? Or, for that matter, Alexa Bliss? It's like Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair have been on the main roster for 20 years, 10, 12 years, whatever it may be, and they've never had any kind of connection with Tatum Paxley? So it's like, why? What's happening here? It's just, I don't know. Things just... It didn't have that dog in it. Like, get some mug root beer stat for SmackDown. Let's start off with the contest for the World Championship belt. You see this belt on my shoulder? You can win it. I'm giving it away at 30,000 subscribers on my quest to quit my day job. I'm going to give it away. How do you win it? All you got to do is comment below and subscribe to the channel. It's not a toy. It's a replica, can be yours. I'll ship it anywhere in the world. No joke. Go somewhere in the world. Tell me your address, where you're at, and I'll ship it to you. All right. So let's start off with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes comes out and he's like, Randy Orton, you need to get out here. Come on out here, Randy. I'm coming for you, Randy. And he's like, I'm mad, and I'm mad at CM Punk also. I'm gonna assume, CM Punk, that you did not see Randy Orton at SummerSlam RKO me. And then CM Punk music comes out or hits, and he's like, you got something to say? You got something to say? Now, I will say this, though. I do kind of like that CM Punk, if somebody says something bad about him, he confronts them. Like, he confronted, 3 people today. And so I will give CM Punk that. And he's like, what do you got to say? Say it to my face. And then Cody's like, well, I wasn't going to ask you, but since you're here, did you know that Randy RKO'd me when you beat me? And CM Punk was like, I'm hurt that it's come to this, but no, I didn't. All right, well then, ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk. And I mean, that's literally what Cody did. And then Cody was like, I'm coming for you, Randy. And he goes in the back, but when he goes in the back, suddenly KO's music hits. Kevin Owens, he returned at SummerSlam. And I liked that they addressed the fact that it did not make any sense for Kevin Owens to be entered into a number 1 contender match. They addressed it tonight, and they made it make somewhat sense. So props WWE for doing that. Although it still doesn't make sense that Nick Aldis just needed to add people to a number 1 contenders match, but it did make sense in why Kevin Owens was added. We'll talk about that in a minute. Anyways, Kevin Owens, he walks out, and him and Cody, they get a little bit of a stare down, and I was deathly afraid that Cody was going to shake his hand, because, don't forget, when Kevin Owens last left, he was literally trying to break the neck of Cody Rhodes, pile driving him when the cameras were off even, and so, yes, Cody, though, just hands him the microphone, and he leaves, so it's like, I'll give them a pass, because Cody, on one hand, he might be like, yeah, I hate this guy for trying to kill me, but on the other hand, he just had a life-threatening injury himself, and at the end of the day, we're both wrestlers, so I'm not going to welcome him back, but I'm not going to punch him in his face, so I'm okay with that. Kevin Owens, he goes to the ring, and I loved the beginning of this segment, and then it kind of fell flat as it went on. But the beginning of the segment, it's kind of Kevin Owens and CM Punk for an awkward amount of time, and when I say awkward, I mean that in a good way. For an awkward amount of time, they don't put the microphone to their mouths, so you can't really see what they're saying, and they're kind of jaw-jacking each other, and you can see that they're getting more and more upset with one another. And then at some point, Nick Aldis is just in the background in between them. And they're going at it. And then finally they stop and they're like, don't worry. We're going to be professional here. Don't worry. We didn't even see you there, Nick. And they start cutting a promo. And so I love Kevin Owens on the mic. I love him on the mic. And I'm glad that he's back. But it feels like tonight fell flat for Kevin Owens, and I was thinking about it. There's two thoughts I have on this. One, I asked my live stream, I was like, why am I not feeling this? It seems like I should be like, oh, Kevin Owens got him. But someone made a good point. I think it was Bishop Marley. He said that this has just been regurgitated over and over again. Kevin Owens, he said the things of, you're in it for yourself, you have a giant ego, you're a piece of crap, and you're just a bitter old man. These are things that Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, they have said this stuff for the last 3 years. If this was the first time somebody was saying this to CM Punk since returning, it would have been peak. It would have been peak and just crazy insane. But because every feud is basically when it's a heel versus CM Punk, except for Roman Reigns, when it's a heel versus CM Punk, they say the same things over and over again. But I don't think this one was Kevin Owens' fault. So I'm going to put on my conspiracy hat here a little bit. But I think Triple H might have been holding Kevin Owens back. Now, when I say I think it was Triple H, it might have been somebody else. But at the end of the day, the buck stops with Triple H. So, maybe it was Jason Jordan who was like, I need you to go easy on CM Punk. But at the end of the day, Jason Jordan takes his marching orders from Triple H. Who's Jason Jordan? He's Kurt Angle's kid, but he's also one of the writers and producers of WWE. So anyways, I feel that of all the people, Kevin Owens actually has legit beef and heat with CM Punk that goes way, way back. Kevin Owens is the Young Bucks from AEW. He's really good friends with them. When Cody Rhodes left WWE, when he was Stardust and he left, Cody Rhodes is the guy, or Kevin Owens is the guy who gave Cody the number of the Young Bucks and got him in contact with the Elite. B-E, Elite. And so, at some level, Kevin Owens kind of set the ball in motion for AEW to be even creative. Anyways, CM Punk has had beef over there in AEW land, so that's one reason why he doesn't like CM Punk in real life. But also, way back in the day, I think during their Ring of Honor days, which Ring of Honor is now owned by Tony Khan, so they can't say it on WWE TV. But remember in the in CM Punk's pipe bomb when he was like, "Hi, Colt Cabana, maybe I'll go back to Ring of Honor." So during those days that CM Punk referenced in his pipe bomb from years and years ago, during those days, I think, I'm pretty sure it was during his Ring of Honor day, but Kevin Owens, he had beef with Kevin Owens because he told Kevin Owens he should wear a shirt. He shouldn't wear a shirt because Kevin Owens would wear a shirt and he didn't wear a singlet and stuff like that. And we all know that that his gear is a little different than everybody's. And so that, CM Punk telling Kevin Owens what to wear and stuff, and they had a legitimate argument there. But they couldn't bring that up here tonight. And that was a problem because Kevin Owens has years of history and animosity towards CM Punk, but he couldn't bring it up. Now, I don't know if it was to protect CM Punk or if it was so they didn't have to mention the competition. But for whatever reason, Kevin Owens had to fall back on the things that everybody else has already said. When he actually Kevin Owens has unique experiences that could demonstrate that CM Punk is a bad guy, a bad person in the past, and why he would be mad at him to this day. But all we got was a very light reference to that because I think Kevin Owens said something along the lines of, I don't wrestle in pants, I wrestle in shorts. And I think that was a wink, wink, nudge, nudge of, I don't wrestle in singlets, I wrestle in short sleeve shirts. But yeah, that's the best Kevin Owens could do. So he had to try really hard to get that point across without being able to use any prime examples other than the things that Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, and Sami Zayn have been saying for the last 3 years. Therefore, this segment kind of fell flat from Kevin Owens' part. But CM Punk, he's allowed to say whatever he wants. He's CM Punk. And so CM Punk literally fat-shamed Kevin Owens once. He's like, you should be thanking me that I'm here. I came to the WWE and they called me skinny fat. And then he kind of gave him a look over like, yeah, buddy, you're super fat. He didn't say that, but he gave him that look. He's like, you wouldn't, basically saying you wouldn't be here if I wasn't for you. And then Kevin Owens was saying things like, well, you know, I do thank you. I thank you for showing me what not to become. A worthless piece of S word. And it's like, oh, you know, whenever you swear, you're going to get that, oh, thing. But at the end of the day, it falls flat because CM Punk for the last 3 years has shown us over and over again that he's a changed man. WWE constantly shoves it down our throat. CM Punk's a changed man. He just wants to help everybody out. And this. He's such a team player. So they've given us this narrative of CM Punk being a different person. And for Kevin Owens to say that, it doesn't track because of how they've been presenting CM Punk and not allowing Kevin Owens to actually use his real life experiences to draw on. So it's like, oh man, CM Punk owned Kevin Owens here, but in reality, I feel that Kevin was held back. Anyways, thankfully, Kevin Owens is able to recover later when he gets into a segment with Sami Zayn because, and please, people, even if you disagree with me, you know we're allowed to disagree with each other, right? And we can still enjoy wrestling together. Unsubscribe. If you unsubscribe, you can't win the belt. I'm not above bribing y'all. Sami Zayn will be talking to Nick Aldis and be like, what's up, Nick? I can't believe you did that. That's so unfair. And Nick Aldis is like, oh, here we go again. And he's like, yeah, here we go again. It was unfair. They added people into my number 1 contenders match. He's like, that was unfair. Then you putting me against CM Punk was unfair. I didn't know. He didn't even mention the Saturday Night's Main Event when Nick Aldis himself physically got involved, costing Sami Zayn a fatal 4-way number 1 contenders match at SummerSlam. So, like, Sami Zayn is 100% in the right, but then Kevin Owens shows up, and Kevin's like, because Sami Zayn got screwed over by Kevin Owens being added to that main event, and Sami Zayn's like, oh, I'm glad you're here, and he's like, you got to admit you screwed me. I need you to apologize. And then Kevin Owens, he's like, I am sorry you got screwed over, but you would have done the same thing. And so I like that they explained it. Plus, Kevin Owens explained that, hey, man, one of the reasons why I got added into this was because, yeah, I was gone for 17 months. But don't forget, the last person I beat 17 months ago was a guy who was in the number 1 contenders match. And that was Sami Zayn. So it doesn't make sense that people were added to the Finn Balor-Sami Zayn match. But the fact that Kevin was added, like, that does make sense now. So I do appreciate WWE for backtracking and retro canonizing that, or I don't know, fixing it, retcon it. And then we have more of an exchange between those two. Sami offers his help, but Kevin Owens is like, I've been waiting years to do this. I don't need your help. And Sami's like, fine, you don't need my help. And he's like, that's not like that, Sami. No, whatever. But just know, just because you want something doesn't mean I don't want it still, and I'm going to still be going for it. So just, fair is fair. So I loved the Sami Zayn segment. Like, it's so, like, Sami Zayn is so night and day from babyface Sami to heel Sami. Like, heel Sami, the most entertaining thing on the show tonight. Later, even, we'll have Sami Zayn talking to Johnny Gargano, who has the best job in the world, literally laying down. It's like, this laying down thing has gone on since before Danhausen debuted. Because he was literally on the Danhausen wooden box. So, like, I don't know, I can't remember exactly when it debuted, but he was literally planking before Danhausen got to WWE. Anyways, Sami Zayn's talking to him, and then he's like, kind of like, oh, CM Punk this, CM Punk that, and CM Punk gets in, is right behind him, and Sami Zayn turns to him. He's like, I hear you got something to say. Say it to my face. And then he's like, I will say it to your face. You cheated me. You did this. You did that. And he's like, and if I didn't have a broken hand, a broken bone right now, I would fight you. And then CM Punk started laughing, and he's like, you think this is funny? I thought it was hilarious. That is a perfect heel. Like, I would totally kick your butt right now, but I can't because of this injury, making something up. So Sami Zayn, he's a treasure. And CM Punk just kind of says, you're the back of the line, stealing Roman Reigns' line. And he kind of points, he's like, I would give Johnny, this guy, a title shot before you. I hope Johnny Gargano can get a title shot out of this. But yeah, so that was unfortunately Sami Zayn's involvement tonight. I wish there was more to Sami. And I wish there was more to Gunther. Where was Gunther? Like, what the heck? Gunther literally beats Nick Aldis, and we don't get any follow-up? We should have had Gunther. At least Gunther should have called off. He should have been like, yeah, I'm not coming in tonight. And Nick Aldis could have been like, what do you mean you're not coming in? And Gunther's like, yeah, I don't feel like it. And then Gunther starts pushing his weight around because he beat Nick Aldis in a fight. What are you going to do about it, Nick? Yeah, I'm not coming in. I'm calling off. PTO, but you got a match. And Gunther is just like, I want Gunther to like really pick at Nick Aldis for the victory on him. But he just wasn't here. He wrestles 2 times on SummerSlam, and they don't even mention him. I hate when they just don't mention people. Kind of like when they didn't mention Randy Orton disappearing right after WrestleMania, and then we don't see him again until SummerSlam. Like, what's that about? But we do have Cody Rhodes. He comes out. No. We have Randy Orton. Randy Orton comes out. And then we get Cody before Randy can talk. Randy gets out of there. Cody's like, oh, come on, Randy. We're going to settle this here. They literally picked up exactly where they left off if Pat McAfee wouldn't have got involved at WrestleMania. Because he's like, we literally go back to Randy Orton say, you gave me permission. The audacity of you giving me permission. I'm going to make sure you never win 15. I've heard the voices at WrestleMania. They were more clear than ever. It's like literally, if this is the rest of what that feud, the WrestleMania build was supposed to be. Whatever happens in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks is the actual WrestleMania build if Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll hadn't got involved, because it literally just picked up right from there. But regardless, they talk to each other, they yell at each other. Randy Orton's going to make sure Cody never wins a title again, he says. Cody's like, come on, let's go. And then the segment ends. So, I mean, like, that's like literally just ends. Cut to commercial. Then we have, hang on a second. Priest. I saw some passion in Damian Priest tonight when he was talking about, Damian Priest literally calls out the bad writing. He's like, here we go with the MFTs. We beat the MFTs, then they attack us. Then they get a title shot. We beat them, then they attack us, then they get a title shot. And now they attacked us again with Aku and they got a title shot? What's up? What's up with that? And then the War Raiders come out and they're just like as boring as ever. We want a title shot still. We should have got that title. And then R-Truth. At first, R-Truth is like kind of serious, but then he gets funny real quick. And he's like, yeah, we're going to have a triple threat. Us, the MFTs, and you next week. And then the War Raiders like, wait, so we get both of y'all? Great stuff. And then they walk away, and Damian Priest is like, oh. So I like Damian Priest with some edge, but then R-Truth, his comic nature, instantly takes Damian Priest down. So I think it might be time to break them up. I think it's time to make Damian Priest kind of like, I don't know, a bad guy again or something, just like aggressive, because this Damian Priest that just is always like, like that's not a good look on him. That's not World Championship material. So, what else we got? Oh, God. Trick Williams lost to Baron Corbin again. Like, what? Like, oh, my God. Like, oh, man. Okay, I guess. Like, and here's the deal. Baron Corbin is going to be a transitional champion because he's fighting Carmelo Hayes next week. But it's like, why does Carmelo Hayes not get big pay-per-views, PLEs? Like, right before WrestleMania, take the title off him. Right before SummerSlam, take him out of the feud and put in Baron Corbin. Like, just have a Carmelo Hayes pin Trick Williams. If that's the play, we don't need a transitional champion. We could have just had Carmelo Hayes beat Trick Williams at SummerSlam. Like, Carmelo Hayes doesn't have to beat Baron Corbin. Anyways, Baron Corbin beat Trick Williams. He did cheat with the belt, but whatever. I know Trick Williams can get into the main event scene now, and it's like, he could have gotten in the main event scene after losing to Carmelo Hayes. I just, like, Baron Corbin? Like, Baron Corbin? Rusev is a jobber, but Baron Corbin is our U.S. champion? Okay, but yeah, so, and in theory, this leaves Trick completely out of the U.S. division now, the mid-card division, because, well, he did lose. I just hope there's something waiting for him. Like, it's okay to make him lose his title and move on with his life, but, like, he has to have something waiting for him. And it can't just be Money in the Bank and then nothing after that. Like, we got to do something with Trick Williams. The Chelsea Green came out. She's celebrating. She brings out Tiffany. Then the Fatal Influence come out. They start. I like this because Tiffany's like, can we not, like, come on, you want to fight? Tiffany's like, can you just leave? You're annoying me. I want to celebrate with Tiffany. Long story short, they trick Tiffany, and, well, I guess, I don't know who tricked who, but Tiffany and Chelsea say, if you give us a tag match, I'll give you, Tiffany says, I'll give you to JC Jane a title shot next week. A lot of matches next week. And then we go at it. We will have, at one point there's distraction. JC Jane will have her move. It'll hit Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green, your new women's champion, takes the pin. I'm a little conflicted on that because I feel like Chelsea Green's kind of a chicken heel. She's not a chicken heel, but she's not a strong baby face. So I almost feel like maybe it's okay for her to take the loss here, but it would have been nice if she didn't take a pin on her first, like, outing as champion. But again, I think it's different because of what her character is. Normally, I would say don't ever pin the champion, but because it's Chelsea Green, it's like maybe. But don't take the belt off Chelsea Green. Please don't take the belt off Chelsea Green. People are going to hate me for that. I hope they understand what I'm saying there, though. Baron Corbin gets attacked by Mello. Mello says next week. Then we're going to have Shinsuke Nakamura. He's like, MFTs, I'm coming for you, and I'm not coming alone. And that just, it's Finn Balor. Spoiler alert. I don't personally know if it's Finn Balor, but Tama Tonga has been eyeballing Finn Balor. They go way back to New Japan. So it's going to be a situation like Kevin Owens earlier where he's not allowed to mention things to make the feud actually relevant. It's going to be Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura versus the MFTs is all based on their time in New Japan Wrestling, and they're not going to be able to mention New Japan. Shinsuke's coming with help from Finn Balor. It's like, what's the connection? The WWE Universe doesn't know the connection of Finn and Shin. Hey, that rhymes. But it's like they're going to draw on that anyways. It's going to be, oh my God, I can't believe that they're back. They haven't wrestled together in like 15 years. And it's like, wait a second, when did they wrestle together 15 years ago? Oh, wait, New Japan, but they can't say it. So, yeah, I'll be happy when Haku comes back. Where's Gunther? We have, I forgot, Nia Jax attacked Chelsea Green. And Nia Jax, though, does have legit beef. She got eliminated twice out of the competing in the ladder match, and she never, and it was never her fault. She kept getting losing by DQ, and it was never her fault. So I do understand why Nia would attack Tiffany Stratton, or not Tiffany, Chelsea Green. That there's a reason there. And then we have ourselves Roman Reigns. They did announce that Roman Reigns, his potential threats, and I'm very surprised. No Dominic Mysterio is in the tournament. No El Grande Americano's in the tournament. We're pretty much going to get Penta versus Rey Fenix in the tournament to determine what person is going to face, what luchador is going to face face Roman Reigns, and it's probably going to be Penta, which is like, Penta's the right call, but I'm surprised we don't have some other choices, like an El Grande Americano or Dominic Mysterio. So that's, it is what it is. But that's who Roman, what luchador Roman is going to face on September 14th on Raw. They announced it tonight. They did another Brock Lesnar video package about how he retired, and it's pretty much the same video they aired after WrestleMania on Raw, and then the same video they aired after WrestleMania on SmackDown, and then the same video they aired after SummerSlam on Raw with some new footage, like about 5 seconds of new footage, and then they aired it again with another 5 seconds of new footage of the Pat McAfee show of Brock saying, "No, I'm actually retired." Sure you are. He's actually retired until Saudi Arabia next year and pays them like $800 million. And then we had our final match of the night, which I was very surprised by. Very, very surprised by. Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair. I was like, wait a second. They've been building this match for 3 years, and they're just going to give it away on SmackDown? Well, I'm all for not waiting until WrestleMania for every single big moment, big matchup. I was like, why didn't we do this at SummerSlam? It's like, why didn't we just give away Charlotte and Jade? They've been building this up. But whatever. It was a really good match until it wasn't. The botches started happening at the end. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, Jade Cargill's the worst wrestler of all time. I see botches everywhere now. Everywhere. Raw, SmackDown. It's more rare to find a show that doesn't have botches. AEW, NXT, everybody has botches. Everybody has botches. You know, I'll say this. I said this on my stream. Vince McMahon was a nut job. You could not sneeze in front of Vince McMahon, but guess what? You could not botch in front of Vince McMahon too. But nowadays it's just like botch. We will at the end. The baddies get involved. That will bring out Alexa Bliss, but Alexa Bliss reveals that she has Lily back, and then the lights go out. We got evil Alexa Bliss, or dark Alexa Bliss, and then Tatum Paxley's there. She does a crossbody, and that allows, I guess, Jade to be distracted enough for Charlotte to get the win. So Charlotte beats Jade. Interesting choice, but it's like, I'm thinking to myself, why is Charlotte teaming up with Tatum Paxley? It's not that Tatum Paxley's bad. I'm super happy for her and would love to see her on the main roster. Love seeing her on the main roster, but it's just a weird combo. Tatum Paxley, Charlotte Flair, it just doesn't really make sense. It would make more sense if Tatum Paxley was kind of trying to tag along with them or trying to be their friend, but just come out of nowhere, and now she's like this instrumental part of helping Charlotte vanquish Jade, one of the long-running feuds. It's like, it was just weird. It kind of fell flat for me because I was just like, huh? Okay, I guess. But yeah, that was SmackDown. I guess SmackDown was a big old episode of, huh? Yeah, I guess. It wasn't bad, but I mean, it was flat, but I will give them this. It was like they were going. The Trick Williams Baron Corbin match, it was a good match. It was better than their SummerSlam match. Jade and Charlotte was good until the end. So like, solid stuff. How many chops would I give it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna give it 6.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6.5 chops on the chopometer. Go check out the Sami Zayn stuff. Maybe the Kevin Owens stuff, like there's elements of good stuff with Kevin Owens, but it's just like, I would tell you go check out the Gunther stuff, but he wasn't there. All right, boys. All right, girls. Go leave a hot take. See you, bye.